Welcome to On Chemistry. Always try to do your best. Now, let us see 100 concepts in organic chemistry. We are seeing it as episodes. This is the episode number 15. If you didn't watch previous episodes, I encourage you to go and see. Here, we solve 5 problems step by step. Stay tuned. Let us see the question number 1. The starting metal you have cyclohexyl system with methyl and amine are syn to each other and hydrogen and amine are anti to each other. You are using the base and methyl alcohol. The product is alkene there. Here they are asking what is really happened in the reaction, the mechanism. They are given the kinetic isotopic value which is 4.0. So they are given the mechanism of the reaction, whether they are E1 or E2 or E1CP or free radical mechanism. So from the reaction and possible mechanism, you might realize the finding the mechanism using kinetic isotopic effect is real question. The answer is B. Let us see how. The compound you are using quaternary amine and you have KOH and they given the data KH by KD which is isotopic value of 4. The isotopic effect 4 means the CH bond breaking happened there. So the mechanism is about CH bond breaking. So the base subtract the proton, the anion moves, you have NME3 elimination which is the E2 mechanism. So the answer is clearly B, which is the E2 mechanism. Because in E2 mechanism bond is broken, that's why KH by KD value is higher. If it is lower, the change in the coordination is the real possibility. If there is no change in the KH by KD, definitely the reaction center is away from our point of interest. Here the concepts you have to learn is KH by KD, which is isotopic value, which is greater than 1 means CH bond breaking will be happen. If it is lesser than 1 means change in coordination occurs there. Then the question number 2, they given the 3 compound and they ask the basicity. They given orthonitro and metanitro and paranitrophenol. So the negative charge is there, nitro group is there, only differ in the position. They are asking the basicity, which is more basic, whether 1 or 2 or 3, the order of basicity. So from the structures and possible answers, you might realize the question is about effect of nitro group versus its position, whether ortho or para or meta. The answer is A. Let us see how. Here we have to understand it by conjugate acid. You are analyzing the basicity, we will write the conjugate acid there. Here the conjugate acid help us to understand the basicity there. Here the first one is orthonitrophenol which has hydrogen bonding. Second thing is metanitrophenol. Third thing is paranitrophenol. Here the inductive effect and mesomeric effect can play the role. And hydrogen bonding additionally come in ortho position. So we are given as a table for our understanding. Ortho position we have all 3 effects, inductive, mesomeric as well as hydrogen bond. In meta almost you have no inductive effect, mesomeric effect and hydrogen bonding, nothing there. So it's so weak there. In para you have weak inductive effect, strong mesomeric effect but no hydrogen bonding. So you are analyzing the strength of acid. So ortho form is strong acid, so conjugate base will be definitely weak. So the weak base is a strong acid which is meta one. So it's a stronger one, next come medium, finally the least one. So the order is A, second one is more acidic, third is next one, first is the least one. Here the concept you have to learn is you have to find the conjugate acid for finding the basicity. Second thing is ortho and para position has mesomeric as well as inductive effect, but meta position only have inductive effect, no mesomeric effect. Then the question number 3. The starting metal is ester and it has ketone in the second position. They are asking C13 NMR values. The values are 32 and 208 and 172 and 51. You have to assign which is which. So you have to know the difference of functional group and the carbon position. So from the structure and possible NMR values, the question is really about functional group versus C13 NMR. The answer is D. Let us see how. Here, the possible answers are the carbon. The carbonyl carbon have highest one, which should be higher than 200. So C4 definitely 208. 172 will be the carbonyl ester. Due to mesomeric, the electron density is high, that's why it's below 200. So C1 is below 200, which is 172. Now the competition between 51 and 32. 51 come for the desilting carbon, so it definitely come for the methoxide, and the least one is on fifth one, which is 32. So the concepts you have to learn here is electronegativity increase the chemical shift due to desilting. Second thing is ester oxygen reduce the NMR value because of plus M effect. Then the question number 4, they given the structure which is conjugated triene there. So you have 3 double bond which is in conjugation. They are asking number of nodes of HOMO. Whether the nodes are 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, the possible structures. So the possible energy states. So from the structure and possible choices you might realize the question is really about node. Node means energy states versus overlapping. The answer is B. Let us see how. So we draw the all bonding orbitals, which is chi 1 and chi 2 and chi 3. The lowest energy state will be node 0. All are in the same lobe overlap. So node 0. Node means basically no density of electron. Node increases the energy, so always low energy will be less node. So lowest energy will be node 0. Next bonding will be 3 inverse each other. Still the bonding is possible, which is node 1. Then the HOMO, which is the last one bonding state, will be 2. 2 nodes are there. So the answer is clearly B, 2 nodes. The 6 electron occupy equally chi 1 and chi 2 and chi 3. Here the concept you have to learn is node. Node means known density of electron. Node increases the energy state. Then the question number 5, they given the structure, they ask you to find the configuration there of the chiral carbon. Whether they are 5R, 6R or 5R, 6S or 5S and 6R or 5S and 6S. So the possible answers, they ask you to find what is the real configuration or absolute configuration. So from the structure and possible answer, you might realize how the configuration differ in the ring there. The answer is C. Let us see how. So we redraw the structure with the number. So 5th carbon and 6th carbons are chiral there. So we redraw separately carbon 5 and 6. Here the hydrogen bond is missing in the 5th carbon because below the plane already isopropenyl is there. So hydrogen is above the plane. So we assign the priority. The carbonyl come first, then alkene comes second, methyl come third, hydrogen will be the least one, which is D. So it's a clockwise arrangement. But the catch here is lowest priority group should be on back side. Here it is front. So the configuration will be reversed. It's anti-clockwise. So the configuration is yes here. Then we redraw the structure 6. Here we will assign the stereochemical relationship. Here we assign the priority. Again the carbonyl come first, alkene comes second, and the side chain will come third. The methyl, which is on least one, which is above the plane. So the same problem here, the methyl, which is the least one above the plane, but it should be below the plane. So the configuration will be reversed. So clockwise, the configuration is R. So the answer is clearly C, which is 5S and 6R here. Here the concept you have to learn is lowest priority group should be on back side. If the lowest priority group should be on front side, means the real configuration will be reversed. That's all from this episode. I hope it was easy. Thanks for watching. If you have any suggestion, comment below. Stay tuned for next episode.